do you want to get over that skill wall that you've been stuck at for almost a year and everyone just tells you to play more? Well, I mean, technically they are kind of right, it's the game to get better. But improving its streams is low-key hard due to the fact that you have to learn like finger control, tapping, flow aim, and fucking manage to not shit miss those 3 jumps that people put in their stream maps 24/7. Well, I got you covered. Due to slamming my face into a brick wall over and over trying to find out what helps me to improve, I'm here to give you some tips and tricks. Alright, I've moved my keyboard, I've changed the actuation of my keys, I've hovered my hand while tapping, I've tried to use my thumb to retain control of my tapping, I've used a wrist rest, I've changed keybinds, and so many fucking more things. I just can't have the list, okay? I can keep going, but there's too many. When it came down to it, it was just slight changes and tests observing how I tapped, because I feel like people don't observe exactly how they tap until they're forced to go all the way back to the beginning and start all over again. Basically, it was on good days and bad days, I would focus on my fingers and how I could tap, what would be comfortable, what would be uncomfortable, light tapping versus heavy tapping, and what put strain on my arm. Alright, now that we've kind of like gone over like everything that I've tweaked and changed in order to try and figure out what would help me with my tapping, when really I just needed to play the game more and really focus on how I tapped and less about the setup that I was playing at. So now let's think about it. Like, what fucking maps am I supposed to play? Like what are you gonna play? You see, that's where I come in. I've got you covered, my brother. So I think you always, it's good to come back to practice and focus on testing occasionally to see how consistent you are. So playing in your normal session, and then occasionally coming back to you practice maybe a big death stream square map, okay? Because that's the main maps that I'm gonna recommend. It's ironically the big fucking square death streams. I mean, aka the KG method, but slightly more updated due to the fact that the maps that were in the beats that he gave out were like OD6, and that's not gonna help with good tapping. Yeah, you're gonna suffer, and it's gonna suck. You're gonna be hitting a brick wall until you can figure out the form that helps you consistently tap the required BPM. I really suggest observing your fingers, how they tense up and feel while you're playing, and definitely keep your fingers as loose as possible. But Alex, where do I start? There's like 30 different maps, and the highest is 170 BPM, and I can play that easily. Well, you're here for a fucking reason, and you're gonna build up from the bottom at ground zero if you want to learn your tapping and figure out how you tap. So you're starting on Mermaid Girl, okay? You can be playing the square over and over and over and over until you can do it. And just work on getting like a 93% to a 95% AC FC, and then work your way up through the diffs. Yes, I know 93 is a little bit low, but eventually you get schizophrenic enough to where like you want to move up really badly, and you just keep fucking up like halfway through, even though you hit the rest of it consistently, and you just fuck up at one section. So I feel it. That's why I'm like, I understand that pain. So that's why I'm saying 93 to 95% instead of just straight 95%. Because I feel like you might, I don't know, you got to reinforce it. Anyways, I have one more suggested map for you. Okay, and this map is a little bit more finger control. So you're going to be working on definitely stamina and finger control in this one. It's called Kentucky Fried Listerine. It's only the most cursed good practice map of all time, with the most dog shit song that will be stuck in your head forever. There's not really like a specific diff that I would suggest. I feel like it's a rates diff, so you're just kind of, or it's a rates map set, sorry. So you're kind of just going to play whatever you're feeling that day, or whatever you happen to be playing. So you're playing 180 BPM streams, you probably play the 180 BPM, Kentucky Fried Listerine. But I will say, this map set is really good for if, there's people, all these single tappers out here like me. Shout out to all the single tappers out here, that one of your fingers presses down the key completely when the other only presses down halfway, or one comes up, a lot higher than the other one. So it really helps. This map will really help with your, how you tap and keeping your fingers tapping fully. It's gonna give you a really fucking good burn. and you know you're gonna feel it in your forearm. If you feel it in your wrist, you're doing something wrong. Go back to mermaid grow. GG's. But if you can get that burn going, because like I'm gonna be honest, I'm chasing the burn 24/7. That is the way to know I'm improving, and my stamina is getting better, and my tapping's probably getting a little bit better. Anyways, on a side note, fuck flow aim. I'll never learn how to play this. Please, someone give me flow aim maps to practice, because I suck. Also, fuck slider. The love diff is better. It's been cool. I hope this little tutorial helps. Tutorial. This little tips and fucking tricks video. Oh, that was cringe. Ew. Well, I hope it helped you. Hope you scale that wall, because I'm fucking scaling that shit with climbing gear right now. So peace out, boys. Also, PS twitch.tv/AlexandGee for more schizo content. Alright, I'm actually gone for now. Okay. 07 boys. Bye.